Hello friends, my name's Emile. Now, above all, the Hellcat came screaming around the bend with its 707 horsepower proudly displayed on its sales brochure. This was the most powerful muscle car on offer. This is the Shelby GT500, and just because it isn't the most powerful muscle car anymore, doesn't mean it's worthless all of a sudden. With a 5.8 litre supercharged V8 producing 663 horsepower, it's quick. While it may have the aerodynamic properties of a school bus, it can still hit over 200 miles per hour. Despite this, however, it isn't a proper supercar killer. This is still a muscle car, and the suspension isn't exactly space age. Still, this Shelby is very important, as it was the last Shelby overseen by Carroll Shelby, who tragically died just before the car was launched. For this reason, some muscle car fanatics refer to this as the last true Shelby Mustang. The question is, will the Shelby GT500 be able to keep all that power under control as it goes around the Top Gear track? The Shelby GT500, as previously mentioned, has 663 horsepower and weighs 3,898 pounds, which isn't too bad when it comes to muscle cars. How does the Shelby GT500 drive? Well, it drives like a Hellcat, but better, to be perfectly honest with you. The differential on this is nowhere near as bad as it is on a Charger Hellcat. A Charger Hellcat has literally what feels like an open differential in a 707 horsepower car. It isn't very good. GT500 is got a little bit of that thing where it'll set fire to one wheel, but it isn't nearly as bad as it is in the Charger. Onto the actual handling itself though, and it handles reasonably well. It will go sideways, it does feel heavy. The brakes are absolutely appalling on this thing, as you'd probably expect. However, when you get onto the straights, this thing is hugely quick. 663 horsepower is more than a Ferrari 488 GTB, McLaren 650S, Lamborghini Huracan. It has an awful lot of power, this thing, and that is where it's going to make up all of its speed around this track. Now, muscle cars usually do pretty well when it comes to Top Gear, so it's going to be very interesting to see where the GT500 places anyway as it goes around the last corner relatively cleanly and across the line. The GT500 goes into 91st place with a 120.659, beats out a Tesla Model S, slightly slower than an MG Metro, is quicker than a Ferrari 575, is quicker than an Audi RS7 Sportsback, is quicker than a Lotus Elise. This is a very quick car as it appears around our track. Still, over say a Lotus Elise, I wouldn't really recommend it for a track day. It's more of a sort of cool muscle car cruiser. Anyways friends, that is it for today's episode. As always, make sure to vote down below in the straw poll for what car you'd like to see next week, and if you have any suggestions for cars or themes you'd like to see, then please do leave them down below. Anyways friends, that is going to be it for today's episode of the Forza Top Gear Laps. I do hope you've enjoyed, and as always, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.